Interstellar, released in 2014 and directed by Christopher Nolan, is one of the greatest films to come out in the last passing decade. It's been 12 years since this film came out, and quite frankly, I'm very late to the party. I probably had the opportunity to watch this film a lot earlier, but I decided to watch it in the big 2026. And no, I do not mean this as to be a joke. I have genuinely never watched this film. I've watched The Dark Knight, I've watched The Dark Knight Rises, I've watched Tenet, and I've watched The Odyssey, but I have not watched probably the best film in Nolan's discography. I've even watched Oppenheimer, y'all, and I haven't watched this film. I just missed it, to be honest. It just flew right under my radar for some reason, even though it's probably been nominated for hella awards and stuff like that. But what I will say is, after watching it, after sitting down to actually properly watch the film, I am blown away, quite frankly. And I knew I would be blown away because this is the highest rated film of his filmography, I would say. And I honestly don't know why I haven't watched it sooner. But, the next best opportunity is always to watch it now. So if you have an opportunity and you have a good movie website, or you can download the film in the highest quality, I honestly would encourage you to go and watch this film, even though there's probably going to be millions of people that have already experienced this and have so many more poignant and to the T thoughts than me. But I'm just gonna give my personal opinion on what I think about the film. I really love the cinematography. I really love the jump cuts where it goes from your sort of more standard traditional movie frame to the more wide angle. And I believe it was filmed in IMAX. I'm not sure if the full film was entirely shot in IMAX. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I know for sure that the new film that Nolan's released, The Odyssey, was for sure filmed in IMAX, which makes it even more cool if it was entirely shot in IMAX, because this film is just beautiful. It looks beautiful. And from what I've heard is that Christopher Nolan actually built a full-sized space rocket, and that's, I think, what drew me into Nolan's filmography more. I've always been a fan of Christopher Nolan. I mean, he's been one of the biggest, if not the biggest, director of the passing decade, and even the decade before that. He made The Dark Knight. Come on now, The Dark Knight, Heath Ledger Joker. That was a legendary film. I'm sure everybody and their mother knew about that film. I knew about it growing up as a child. And I knew about Interstellar, quite frankly. I just haven't watched it. And as I'm getting more deeply into Nolan's discography, I'm starting to realize just the amount of love and passion that he puts into every project that he's on, and every project that he's fully hands-on with. I mean, none of his stuff is faked. Like, he doesn't like to use CGI, which makes me even more, in love with his filmography, because I know that he fully puts his everything and his all into his projects. And there's a lot of things that you could say about Nolan. You could say that his sound isn't the best, that his editing might be a little too fast-paced. There's a lot of things that you could say, like his some things might be too loud in his films, that you can't really hear the dialogue properly. Yeah, sure, you could say that, but once you fully are into his films, you sort of start to see the beauty and just the essence of what he truly wants. And there's gonna be probably a lot of theories on this film, and there's probably a lot of to digest in this film. But I would just say that if you can watch this without really taking a break and just watching it in one sitting, you will sort of get transcended beyond a world, which this film is about. Traveling to other worlds, seeking refuge, seeking where they could base another Earth. It's sort of something that culminates in that sense. And here's where I kind of have to pace myself as to not give away too much spoilers. But I will say that this film is phenomenal. I mean, the acting, the casting, the writing, and the directing is phenomenal. Matthew McConaughey gives probably one of his best performances I've seen, or the best performances of the last decade of the films that he was in. I mean, sure, there's a lot of good films that Matthew McConaughey is in, but I truly believe that this is a stellar performance from him, and he definitely deserves. I think he won an Oscar for this, or maybe another role. I'm not sure, but he definitely won an Oscar in this in 2014 for something. And it truly is deserved. It truly is something phenomenal that he does in this film. He managed to brings out so many emotions, and you are really on this journey with him towards other worlds and coming back to his world, and just experiencing all this different depth of emotion from all the different characters. It's just phenomenal, and Nolan really likes to take it there. Honestly, from what I've seen in his latest film, in Oppenheimer, in Tenet, in Dunkirk, he really loves to take the emotion there, and he really loves to make the stakes as high as possible, and brings the tension to almost a sort of like unsettled boiling point, to the point where you actually like get lost in his world and get lost in his directing. But he always manages to bring it home in a very fulfilling and full cinematic, adventurous way, I would say. But yeah, man, I really enjoyed this film. I really enjoyed the time spent. I watched it with my cousin, and we both had a lot of thoughts once we first came from the film. But it's definitely a film that I'm gonna be rewatching again from time to time. I'm not gonna be rewatching it like immediately, but it is definitely necessary to rewatch his films, because I truly feel like there's gonna be more Easter eggs that I've probably missed throughout my first viewing, that I'll have to go back and just get to see, get to experience the second time. But yeah, I fully enjoyed that. I really like the film. Interstellar is awesome. You should go give it a watch if you haven't. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Cheers.